It's time for change to move into the real work of the universe. And it's time to understand that we use the matter state to reach the level of understanding of the soul of the man. Now you understand maybe why the Creator has sent his messengers in the name of whatever you have had. Is that they bring the ears, that it can be used when the time of the Messiah comes. They can teach the soul and the message, not to oppose. But by them understanding through those who have become Messiahs, to give from their souls to these to elevate, the job is made easy. The school is there and the students are devotedly there. Then there won't be any fight between what they call the Muslims and the Christians. The lamb and the lion will eat and sleep in the same nest. The Christians and the Muslims will sleep and pray in the mosque and in the same church in the name of their souls, not in the name of religion. That is used to create so much conflict for the benefit of those who were the hyperactive children. The time has come, the time of change is here. And as I said, my wish is my command. If it's your wish to see peace, path of peace is laid very clearly. It's the soul of the collective awareness by giving will create that position of change. No other thing. There is no pen in the soul of the man. And I'm sure once you go into the universal community, you will never see anything written but the balance of the fields of the soul of the existence. Try to be humble enough not to become arrogant in the power that you have understood and you possess. Otherwise, you'll fall in the same path of the church and the mosque. This is what we promised, and this is what we have delivered. We have to understand the operation of the soul, and we have to understand the soul of the man is a star in the cosmos of the universe. If we compare the soul of the man and many of us, 7 billion in one collection, Earth is like a galaxy with so many stars. When we look in the depth of the universe, we see galaxies with hundreds of millions of stars in it. So is the planet Earth. It carries 7 billion beautiful stars, which are the soul of the man. Carries with it soul of so many trillions of animals, plants, and everything else. So if you look, when someone who does not see the physicality of the earth and its content, what do they see? They see a galaxy with so many beautiful lights shining, each one according to their strength, each one according to their position. An infant has a beautiful soul, so has the old man. To those who do not see the physical dimension of this planet, but they see the strength of the field, we are clusters of stars. The human race, every single soul, no one from a distance sees that's the soul of a fisherman, that's the soul of the cosmologist, that's the soul of the president. They all shine, irrespective of the physicality. This is the magic. This is what the new science has to bring to man. When we look to our soul, we see nothing but a star in the other souls. And this is the break. This is the understanding. This is what all these teachings are about. Coming to mature to the next level, to understand in the deep space, the universe is the oyster for those souls who serve. Then man is ready to go into space. Then man is ready to become part of the universal community which has been promised. I never promised you heaven. I always promised you the elevation of the man to join the family. And now you have the key. It's you who has to open the door to understand, if I can raise the soul of these people or millions of other souls, that the physical life on this planet changes, then I'm worthy to be part of the universal community. To be there to serve, to expand. To be there to be part, that in the cycle of life of universe, I become, in being part, I become part of the totality. When man reaches that point, a new dimension in the strength of the soul of the man will appear, which is beyond imagination of understanding of the physical life. It's the gate to the opening of the new life, in a new dimension, which is beyond imagination of what you might call a new beginning, a new cycle, which that cycle carries with itself the origin of the creation of life in the universe and the universe. It's the elevation of the soul to serve, become the key, not a throne of the physical life. The time is right. The time has come for the man to go through this process.
Hello and welcome everyone to the 170th One Planet, One Nation, One Race for World Peace on Tuesday, May 18th, 2021. This is a broadcast of the Keshe Foundation Spaceship Institute Education Department and part of the public teachings in English. My name is Rick Crammond. I'll be a host today. We have a couple of other co-hosts here, Dean and Elias and Mashfaq, and we are helping to present the Universal Council here, who will be presenting today's workshop. So without further ado, let's get into that and look forward to the presentation from the Universal Council.
Hello, Rick, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Okay. As my dear Rick says, welcome, my dear beautiful souls. Welcome, beautiful ones.
It's hard to hear you now. It's muffled. Can you adjust the microphone a bit closer to your mouth there? Just a bit.
Okay.
That's better. Thank you.
Okay. So Welcome, my dear ones. Welcome, my beautiful souls, to the one planet, to the energy and the beauty and totality of the one planet, one race, one nation for world peace. Welcome to the beautiful energy of beauty and totality of all knowledge seekers all over the world of Keshe Foundation Spaceship Institute. Welcome to the beautiful energy of beauty and totality of Keshe Foundation Spaceship Institute, and welcome to the beauty and totality, energy, beautiful energy of the Universal Council and the universal fields of the universal creator, so in love, so in kindness, so in courage. So, uh, these are the words with so much light. I'm speaking. Uh, feel, feel the emotions, the light with all these words attached to these words. I mean, if you feel this, that is more important because all the words are artifacts of what you are feeling, what your emotion is. So I'm going to read these words for all of you, my dear ones. Those who are present, those who are not even present. So these are the beautiful words. Through the beauty of the soul, of diversity of the languages spoken on planet Earth, all souls are as equal and all are as creators, as they are created in the image of the Creator. So we are all created in the image of the Creator. And as Stefania always says, the true human nature is always peaceful. We forgot that. Rejuvenate that feeling, rejuvenate that emotion. Thank you. Welcome, my dear ones. Suswagatam. Thank you, my dear.
Just bear with me a second here. I'm missing one of my videos. Okay, there we go. Let me share that.
Hello, everybody. My name is Dol. I'm the UC for the Hebrew language. Today, I'm not going to talk about the conflict occurring right now between Israel and the Palestinians in the Gaza Strip. And I'm not going to enter the reason why this is happening. Today, I want to speak about something else. Rick, can you put the next slide, please? Jews and Muslims are living in the state of Israel ever since it was established. In the last week, parallel to the conflict, it started a movement, a joint movement, where Jews, Muslims, Christians, and Druze are standing together, defending one another against extremists who are hurting people from each side. We saw Muslims and Christians opened their home to invite Jews away from the missiles. We saw Jews defending on Muslims and Christians physically and verbally and standing with them together. Many people cried their heart because of the sounds of violence and war, hugging each other. On the last few days, there is a peace demonstration all around Israel. Hundreds and thousands of people are joining together. Jews, Muslim, Christian, and Druze are standing together on the side road and on the squares with signs and a message of peace from the heart. We are brothers. Can you go to the next slide, please? We saw people giving flowers away and reminding all of us we are here together, living in coexistence, living in peace. I read this week a post about on Facebook of a child, a young child, who took a photo with his two Jewish friends while they are praying. And he speaks in this post about how much they love each other, how much they respect each other. He explained how he's enjoying going to their home, how he was visiting them in their holidays, what he learned from them, what he learned about the Jewish religion, and how much they're enjoying in his place and with him, how they consider each other as brothers, true brothers, and that nobody will break them apart. To all those souls, I want to say, we, the Universal Council, the Knowledge Seekers, and the Keshe Foundation, we're here to serve you. We're here to achieve peace to all humans and to all the other souls on this planet. I'm not a religious man in any shape or form, but the next video that I chose to show you, it's of religious leaders, Muslim, Jews, Christian, and Druze. In this video that you're gonna see, for everybody that doesn't speak Hebrew or Arabic, the main message is violence is not in my religions. And this video was I was really moved by this video because for me it shows there is no place for a conflict, even between peoples with different agenda and different beliefs. Can you please go to the video, Rick?
And where is the video?
I think this is the video. I think you just need to press on the play.
Yeah, there is no play. It's just an image in the presentation. I don't have the video.
Okay, so we skip it and maybe we show it in another time. Again, what you are what this video is showing, and all around the net now in Israel. It's religious leaders saying that violence is not in my religion. So,
Okay, we would need to get permission to play a video like that, actually, because this is broadcast to KFTV and we have to get full permissions for every single thing that we put on. And you would have to get permission from the original video producer in order to show this video.
okay. Okay, I understand.
Okay.
Okay.
But Marie didn't send the video in the presentation, just this image, unfortunately. So
It's okay. It's my fault. I sent her the presentation. Okay, can you go please to the next slide?
awesome.
Yes. This is a wish that we made the Universal Council last few days ago, and I will read it for you. We give from our souls freely for all the souls of the people of Israel and Palestine, for them to elevate, to live in peace and unity. I am present.
I am present.
I'm present.
I am present.
I am present.
I am present.
I am present.
Okay. To the heads of the state of Israel and the heads of Hamas, lay down your weapon and sit to negotiation and find a real solution to your people. Your decision does not serve your nations. We pray for the elevation of your soul and that you will find a way to bring peace. And the second wish, maybe Sveta, can you read it?
Yes, I will. I give freely from my soul to elevate all the souls of humanity, for them not to hold and use weapon or any tool of war, and to live in peace. I am present.
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 Hello, everyone. This is Mosfek representing Bengali language. We will continue on the thread that Dar started, and also the things that we talked about earlier. So as we notice in this situation that we see happening in several parts of the world, Colombia, Israel, and Myanmar, and a few other places. One of the things is that, amidst all this attempt to create chaos and destruction, there is this arrival, or not arrival as much as there is a swelling of this feeling of oneness among various groups of people, various religions. And so those that are in the path of destruction, which is obviously away from the path of creation, is in their own way helping those who want to join together and create harmony, create brotherhood, and create a feeling of peace. And the interesting thing is that they're helping the cause of one nation, one planet, one race. And is there more to it? Of course, because many peaceful people, often they're, they have their peace and they are silent. They're quiet. But given the situation, they're stepping forward to help those who are preoccupied with, let's say, the daily activities of our life, and that doesn't allow us to think about peace. It's the situation of having a food on the table or health situation. So the physical needs, or our physical existence on the planet, for many, especially the part I'm from, where there are a lot of very poor people, and that is overwhelming by itself. But even within this context, because of this kind of situation developing, the process of destruction, whether through war or some sort of other means, which can be disease, and people are beginning to think in terms of peace, even a little bit within the context of the daily living, which is difficult in many situations. And some of it can be attributed to our situation of not being able to work or go out as actively as we have been used to. Again, those who are creating this kind of difficult situation is helping us to reflect, us to sit down quietly, maybe for a moment or two, whoever we are, wherever we are on this planet. And the piece is coming to mind, people's awareness of those who are involved in this destructive processes is becoming more apparent. And as we are all finding out, those who are involved is not that many. So most of us, the 7 billion of us, are actually interested in having peace. Most of us, of course, were not actively thinking about it. But now that the situation has evolved in the manner we see now, we have time to reflect on the fact that most of us really want peace. And that awareness and that strength, it's a strength of it's a higher magnetic field strength. Whereas the destructive processes are more physical, and of lower strength. So by its very nature, the higher level of the design or the magnetic field has no option but to overwhelm this lower level physical destructive processes. And that we are gaining strength day by day, whether in a broken cafe in one of the slums here, or somewhere in Israel, it doesn't matter. But we are joining forces of intention of peace. And indications are there. Things are moving forward. And we are not that far away towards our goal of one planet, one nation, and one race. So those of us who are here and those of us who are listening to this or are in spirit associated with this at the soul level, they're getting the message. And we can add to this field strength of a higher level to further accelerate the process. So our task is as important as it ever could be to accelerate this process. What does it do? By elevating the field strength, we accelerate the process. And in accelerating, we diminish the suffering of many. So it is an obvious course of action for all of us here. And in doing so, we are establishing peace and prosperity that goes with it. And of course, one nation, one planet, one race. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm saying Moshe, love from the core of my heart and soul, and blessings of Ma as a Bengali community, part of Bengali community. And I'll say it in Bengali.
Shweta, your microphone, you are a little off from your microphone. Can you come
now can you hear me? Now can you hear me?
Yeah, it's better now.
Okay. Okay, মশফিক তোমাকে আমি হৃদয় দিয়ে ভালোবাসা দিই, মন দিয়ে ভালোবাসা দিই, আর তোমাকে মায়ের আশীর্বাদ করি। Now I want to add a little bit what Moshfik said, and Dor, thank you Dor for your presentation, beautiful. Peace is always the core of the soul of the seed. And I will say that from eons we are told, we are manifested around like this, that there was a plague, then people was survived and they came in peace. There was a battle, there was a conflict, there was a war, 1, 2, 3, and then started playing with poison. This is endless. And what these destructive people, I will say evil, are doing is just destroying mankind, the kindness of man. We forgot. So in the unified field of the universal creator, there is always peace, and we are the part of it. It's true human nature. The true human nature of humanity is that nobody destroys nobody. Always there is love and sharing. Even a poisonous snakes come by through, always living hundreds of years by in the with generation of a family without biting any single soul. So this is what things work in nature. Nature is always peaceful and kind and makes you courageous to stand up. So this is the way. There is no need of war for a peace, as certain books and are privileged. And of course, billionaires have been made by all these things, but we don't need a war for peace. Peace is always there. It is universal. It is the love of the Creator. We are, as we are created in His image. So this is what I want to add. And I want to say that Keshe Foundation Spaceship Institute, this is an offering to all human beings. Even the leaders, all are same, all are equal. This is an offering to all humankind, this enhancement unit, this beauty and totality, this knowledge of the space and love and kindness, the universal creator, the way the universal community, the universal field works. And peace is the core, the soul of seat of the soul, we know. And offering this, well, we say physicality, as in science we say technology on exchange of peace. So this is the way Keshe Foundation, first time after eons, offering humankind, there should be no blockage anymore, no conflict anymore. Just you have to understand. You have to understand what is peace, what is peace is needed, and there are many gifts of on coming. If you are not ready to understand, then walk away. Give the way to others so that they can come in and understand. So this is what I want to say, that peace is very necessary, and this technology in physicality and the science we say is the most beautiful thing happened after eons of time. Those who have restored from ancient times, I know there was so much pain, so much suffering. I can't even say in words. It was out of comprehension, but they came out with the knowledge of the universal creator, of love, kindness, and we have to redraw again. The art should be done again. All the social forms that have been set to us in a way should be gone. As in the unified field, thus those things that we know don't need anymore will not exist. This is the way unity, sharing, and equality works. And the core piece is in working. Every moment, all the moment, anybody wants or don't want. This is the time we all have to understand as a core energy of humanity. Thank you so much. Salam, namaste, salute, my dear souls. This is Shweta Anwar. You see Hindi, Universal Council, Hindi language, representing Hindi community. And I will say the same presentation add somehow that we say in the dynamic plasma level, as we are getting the knowledge of who we are, what is the cause, what is the effect of I am presence. I am present. So the I am is always in peaceful way. The soul of the man is always in peace. So, and is in services. As we say, we are here to serve, not to be served. This is the serving. We have served. We needed serving. And this serving, in these services, they have created mayhem, what I can say, the evil people. They don't change. They have to change. They have structured all the mayhem around us. And we see it as served. And we always got hanged up that we should be served. But this is not true. As a true human being in the virtue, in the courage of the heart, we are in service. And then you can understand what is needed most is the peace. When you serve somebody in kindness, love, and care and light, you will understand. That is in India, that is the charity from within you can give. So in India, we say Mahadan, give the giving of the services anybody needs, any soul needs, any physicality needs, whoever, if a leader, even he is condemned or whoever, must come and take this offering. We are at services this time. This time we are seeing all the universal creator is equal for all. Just he doesn't want, I mean, I will say, I apologize. It is the way the things will be depleted that is not needed. That is all. That can be anything, a soul, a physicality, a kind of energy, like thought process, education process, and anything that has adopted all this mayhem and created, well, cruel intentions. Even in a victims, they call there's a victims, and in ignorance they have also created this kind of mayhem. So I will say, this time, feel, understand, the knowledge is here. We are here to serve, not to be served. So I will this is the way humanity will be served, as the soul of the man is equal to all people, whoever, whatever race, whatever level, whatever caste, whatever religion we are. There is nothing beyond this. Soul of the man, soul of humanity, soul of the universal community and the creator, we are all in the oneness. So thank you. So accept the peace in exchange of technology, and or understand more, not accepting, just understand, stand by and understand. So thank you very much for listening to me. Maybe I'm little broken, but today standing up is the way humanity is doing now. Thank you very much. Salam, namaste, salute, welcome, welcome, my dear ones.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are, like Mr. Keshe usually said. Thank you, Sweta. Thank you, Dor. Thank you, Mushfaq, for today's presentation. Yes, today I wanted to connect with your presentation too. So, as you know, we're going to talk about the World Peace Project, One City, One Center. The Universal Enhancement Spaceship Unit. So, as you can see, even those we still have wars or people using weapons, you can see that more than ever now, people getting together. The people getting, they really, you can tell they really have a need of peace. So you can see people united on the street, getting together on the street. There is something inside us who unites us all together. And these things that unite us, that bring us always together, is the things that will drive, this force will be the things that will drive the new generations. And without knowing, we're preparing for this. We all together preparing for this new way of living. It's not new. It's not new. As we know, is the way that the universe works. So, as Mr. Keshe said many times, from my understanding in his teaching, that in the universe there is not anything negative. There is no dark forces. No, so I remember last Thursday, Ginger, that actually she wrote me a few emails. I don't know if you remember the lady that spoke a couple of Tuesdays ago. She been writing some letters and some email. I say hello now. I see you're in the attendees. Thank you, Ginger, for your email. But you also in your email really, even you wrote me about this, we're ready for this peace and get united. For example, you wrote me email about, I think, the announcement unit in Ecuador, but I don't know if I understood well, because sometimes I don't know if I understood well the email. But we have to get together for make this happen. So if you want to have every city having the announcement unit, and the announcement unit are the two machines that you see in front of you in this picture of the exhibition in Linz. So there are machines who are here today, so this is not future, and they're working with the fields of the universe. So this is never been done before. So this is not like the mad, you know. Also, Mr. Keshe, I think, explained last Thursday, explained was some of the question, I think it was last Thursday, about the MedPad. Is it completely different technology? So this is a technology that works with the fields of plasma, and the fields of plasma are the strongest fields in the universe, galaxy, unicos. They're the strongest, so you cannot go stronger than that. And those fields, we have them in our body, each one of us. So we try with the Keshe Foundation and the knowledge of Mr. Keshe to learn and spread this knowledge freely as much as we can to as many people as we can. So this is the main reason also to World Peace Project, One City, One Center, to spread the knowledge as fast as we can. But also we have to learn this knowledge. So we have the information freely every Thursday from Mr. Keshe, and then we have to learn and digest this information. We have to experiment with this information. We have to apply this information to everything we do. So I'm sure you all knowledge seekers, or everyone of you that has worked with the plasma technology and had the fortune to be introduced to the plasma, and you made your cup of life at home freely. Someone taught to you freely, and also you naturally you will tell to other people freely, because it's such a good things to teach. It's like when you watch a good movie, you naturally want to tell to the other people, you know, you want to share nice things. So as we learn the plasma, freely, and as we learn what Mr. Keshe teaches us, we need to, as I said, we need to apply the plasma. So we will all apply maybe in our house. Maybe we already started to use it to water our plant, to water everything, give a drink to the animal. Many of you maybe use by now the plasma to filter their water, because already this is already good things. As you know, if you put the plasma water, normal water in, and you put some plasma, after not much time you will have a quite clean water so to drink. So the filter, it's quite expensive, especially in UK, and you have to change the filters all the time. But with the plasma, you can make in your own home very cheaply, and you can have a clean water. So there are a lot of applications that people can do already now in their house. For example, I mix my plasma with the washing power or the shampoos or I use plasma everywhere, really. I use for cleaning, so spray every Sunday. So there are very simple basic application that you can learn in the Keshe Foundation when you go into your language group, like in Telegram. They will welcome you, and if you're new, and we put usually straight away in the group where people do practical, in the group where people sharing information, and with time you get familiar, and you practice in your own skin. If you're skeptical of, or if you don't know the plasma, definitely practice is the way where you can see with your own experience what is plasma, and you can collect testimonials. And because at the moment we really collecting a lot of testimonials, and we need more and more testimonial with the TV, Keshe Foundation TV. But if we want to make this change, if we want to bring peace, we need to do more than that. I mean, we can definitely do our best, or you cannot do more than your best. But definitely there are a lot you can do in your own life. So as I said before, everyone now maybe already applicated in their house the plasma for washing, bath, and all different application. But we have to take it further. We have to go into this technology, have to be integrated. This knowledge have to be used in any level and in every level of profession. So we need to approach big company, to approach or to find solution for big problem. We need more people. We need to maybe the deal would be to have a center where we can have a knowledge seeker who can practice the plasma in different fields and take it further with doctors. There is no fields that the plasma doesn't touch. So schools, food, so there are many things how plasma is really useful. So we need that is where we need to. There is the need of develop a project for everyone, and that's why there is the need of really getting together and to really make a big change. So as we know that the plasma is an entity, and it works with the fields of unconditional love, unconditional giving, like Sweta just mentioned, it's very essential to sign the peace treaty. I'm not going to talk anymore now. I give to Avi to make us to hear about the Keshe teaching, where Mr. Keshe talk about the future. And here in front of you, you have the website. You can go in the website and you can go into have information of the announcement, the World Peace Project. You can make donation. You can apply as a volunteer if you got skills and you want to learn and you want to offer your expertise. So really look into this project. Like, for example, Ginger, she asked me about a possibility of announcement unit in Ecuador. So this is something that we can say here. So if anyone in Ecuador, this is a knowledge seeker, get together and start to create groups, start to spread the knowledge between you or information about the plasma, going to the website, there is things where you can donate or do application if you want to help as a volunteer. Really, it starts from us. Everything starts from us. This is not like a normal business plan where the business plan is already prepared and you just waiting to be finished and then you enter in the shop. No, this is a plan for all humanity. So we have to all get together and start from wherever we can start. These are the main questions. These are the picture of the guns and the machines. So to be able to, we have to learn how to use those machines. These are the information that you can write, name, email, telephone. So, and also there is email. If for any question that it's not clear, you can write to us, like Ginger did. But we need people writing to us, but we need also people come together and start together something. So I was thinking, for example, to start like a crowdfunding where, for example, I was thinking, I was talking with one of the doctors in the Italian community, because we're receiving inquiries for people who want to use plasma technology or to help their life. So we were thinking to start to get together of people where when people calling us and ask us for help, to teach them how they can make plasma their own and how can they use it, and then see if in some any shape or form that can start to take a part of the project. So if we all taking part to this project, it would be a lot of stuff we can do together. But we need to really kind of, how you said, come with ideas. So it's very, very important to have this vision. So now we see in the world that we have a lot of we're wasting a lot of money in guns. We're wasting a lot of money in conflict. We waste a lot of lives in the conflict. We see that the peace is one word who unites us. Everyone looking for peace, like Don said. So we could, to create peace, we have to start somewhere. So we have to work peacefully between us. So I invite you to make a donation if you want, or do the application, and just get together to make these things happen. So if you got idea or even how to have a project where it can help your community. So like I said just now, so I thought to put the plasma doctor together, because they will be the one who they will run the enhancement unit machine. And if anyone wants support, can go to this team. And then if someone can have donation to help this team to do more research, follow up more people. This project is not profit. So everything can be reinvested for the project and for the people. So that's why is a good thing to take part. So we have to build something in parallel of what we have right now to be able to people to make the jump. No one will make a change unless something else bigger is prepared in place. It takes time because we're all volunteer, but hopefully people with more experience, people with more expertise will come to join, and together we're gonna find a solution, how to organize ourselves better and how to create more centers and have all these machines in all the cities. Okay, so I think I speak quite a bit. I will put now the videos of the vision of Mr. Keshe, because it's very important to have the vision in your mind. It's important that we all sharing the same vision.
Carry on.
Hi, Mr. Cash.
Yes, hello.
Actually, I wrote my question, but I want to read it again. I want to know what is your vision for the next 3 years or more. So I don't know, just I'm new with this science and knowledge, and
I
I
can
want to
guess
set a
where you are
balance
from, but do you
between
want us to tell us who you are, where you're from? That's our tradition. Who are you
I'm
and where are
from
you?
Iran.
Yes, I
I'm
get it.
Kimia from Iran.
Yes, okay. Our vision is very simple. It's laid out very clearly. We will see. We'll see world peace. We already entered it. We just matter of polishing it. Some nations will clean up their own house for what they've done wrong before, but that's their internal war between themselves, not us, as we see in the United States. Otherwise, it's cleanup time for themselves. Progressively, we see the evolution in science and technology, and a lot of things in the next 3 to 5 years will not be what we know today. Mainly, we will not see armies. We will see eradication of military forces due to 2 or 3 factors. The knowledge brought out and will bring out will make the present arms obsolete. Secondly, the present situation in the world does not allow no nation to buy arms. They cannot afford it, unless there are corrupt nations who try to just put some money in the bank, doesn't matter what the nation does. Then we see eradication of hunger in next 3 to 5 years. I had this discussion in the teaching last Tuesday that talking about the satellites. In fact, the Keshe Foundation does not need to rely on satellites. You have the technology much better than satellites. The system which you develop will fly and supply the energy needed for food. Satellites in reality become obsolete in that sense. But at the same time, we see eradication of total and absolute eradication of use of fossil fuel. Very soon, very rapidly, we will see the end of use of fossil fuel. Because once the new technology on the magnetic and the gravitational field released, people will take the engines out of their cars. So simple. This is what we're going to do, hopefully, in a very short time in Iran in the university. This is one of the first projects I wanted to be in it. It's on the table of the work the university wants to do. And I said, I'm in it. And with the Keshe Foundation Knowledge Seekers, we want to bring a special system out, and I'm in it for everything which is going to be. So we see many oil tankers you see on the high seas, they'll stay there. They rot and they pollute, so we have to plan for them. It's the beauty of what we'll get back. We'll see by reduction in the use of what we call fossil fuel, a lot of changes. We see new illnesses due to change of atmosphere because we go back to more cleaner atmosphere and we are not used to it. We see the end of the drugs and drug trafficking in the next 3 to 5 years. We do not see anything in that line. What I see is the end of what we call the present propulsion flights as we introduce more and more new flight systems because become obsolete by their nature. What I see, mankind will keep the space station as a memory of good old days very soon because Man will move beyond space into Mars and Moon and beyond solar system in a matter of minutes. We see the end of kingship and leadership. It will become a collective human race to support itself. I see the end of hungers through the process, as I explained, and the same medicine. What I see, it's very simple. Is the fact what I know what technology have, and in fact, we see the world governments will change to it because of the corona. Corona wasn't that bad. It brought a lot of good things. What we see is more or less the crash in the property market. People will give you their houses to live in it. Because with the present knowledge and what is to come in next 5 to 10 years, people do not need to live in crowded cities. It'll be an option. What we see, one of the first things in the next maybe 2 to 3 years is part of the program of the Keshe Foundation, what we're working in the background, is end to mining. That will come very, very fast. And the beginning of it is already set up in Arizona testing centers, which means we do not go into the resources to deplete and destroy the farms, the gardens, and the yards, and the jungles, and whatever. We will have respect for the planet. The knowledge will come through transfer of the fields. We don't let the earth to do. In so many ways, I see the end of slaughtering animals. That is one of the first things mankind will stop. Then nature will find its own balance. And this is due to be able to deliver food of what we call energy for life, will eradicate the use of animals. This is 100% sure will be on the card. On the other hand, we'll see the end of use of and destruction of the planet. These all will come together. Now that we started, especially with Corona, now the technology comes, people have to accept it because of the Corona. And as it comes, we accepted that it works, we start building. The research and development in the new technology of the plasma and understanding of the world of the universe will change that rapidly. What I see is colonization. Man will start colonizing very, very fast. We go to New York for the best restaurant. We go to Mars for a coffee and bag. These are not dreams. These are what is on the card. You will see it. We'll make these places to fit us as living. As we have created the dome of peace, we created the dome of life, living on a different planet. In so many ways, we will see entrepreneurs will not open beautiful restaurants and service stations. They build these centers across in different routes that people can and watch the beauty of the creation. Mankind's way of working will change in the next 20 years. None of us will work because we have to work to live. We will work with the pleasure of it. We all become scientists and we all become devoted to serve. Because everybody else is busy doing nothing and everybody else will do what they like. I don't wish it. I know what is to come. We'll see a new life, new cycle. I see a new birth, and that birth will change everything which comes with it. Birth of new cycle for man. And with it will come a birth of new cycle for the whole of the universe. We are the tiniest dust, but we become the important dust. I see a lot, end of religions, because every man become religious to the order of the correct order. We believe through the soul of ours, and we see what the prophets saw. We live by their ethos, not but us talking about it. There is one thing for sure, and that's for sure 100%. We'll see a lot of marriages, intermarriages between the mankind and other races who were here too shy to show themselves. Because now man has quietened, man has matured, we will see that. they will not hide in the clothes of man. They'll be themselves. And this will bring a lot of shock to a lot of us because we don't eat them, we don't see them as food. In so many ways, we have changed the course of humanity, and we'll see how human race will respond to it. My vision is very simple because I know what I brought, and I know what I planned, and I know what I'm delivering, and I know what I want to get from it. And there's one thing for sure, I will die in the most beautiful place in the universe, in the physical dimension. Any other question?
Thank you, Rika. And so it's not bad. I mean, it's not bad, this vision. What do you think?
Yeah, it's a very good vision. We should have it written down. Maybe it is somewhere, I'm not sure, but it would be nice to get the words corrected also in the transcription here, because some of them are not what he's actually saying. But yeah, it's a beautiful excerpt. Thank you very much.
Yes, I heard it in the North American teaching a few Sundays ago from Mark. And I just wanted to bring it out because we have, I think this is important. Maybe we bring him up every Tuesday because I think it's very important to have the vision clear. And all, so it's much easier, I think, for us to see where we want, which is the end, you know, the beginning. I don't know what to say, but where we're going towards.
Really good for like politicians to send a letter with that, you know, that whole thing written out. And it's a good vision for the future. It gives them something to think about, something, you know, he lays it out. This is going to happen within 3 years. This is going to happen within 5 years, and so on. And they like, the politicians and planners like to see visions like that. They like to know, you know, what have you got in mind for the future. So this is a very nice way to lay it all out.
And if I could add that you can find a rough transcript and a pretty accurate transcript on Plasma Circle, which Elias has posted up there. So you'll see the both rough transcript and 95% complete because I went through it. I was going to make this into a video, actually, get some content and put it together.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Mr. Keshe said it very recently as well, that all the money, I know for a fact, because I used to work in the Middle East, and you know, the most business to make money, it's army, you know. Everyone knows how much cost a missile. So it is the business for who wants to make money. Army is the business. But when you listen this vision, it really all that fall apart. That's why it's important to support the project One City, One Center, because the project One City, One Center will make this vision happen. Exactly like Mr. Keshe said. So we should start to focus on, for example, preparing, you see, because we're going to clean the environment. We can, you know, we have to prepare ourselves for also prepare condition for this vision. That's why it's important to get together. So like Mr. Keshe said in one workshop, Thursday workshop, public workshop, he said, what if all the money used for the army all the money. There are millions and millions. If we manage to get each government signed the peace treaty, so that will take off any reason to invest in the army, because if there is no conflict, what's the point to invest in the army? And use that power of the army, like the old people involved in the army and all the money they going to the army for education, for supporting the civilians, for it is very difficult time, many people losing jobs, many people have really hard time because they didn't work for quite a while, you know. So if we can use those money instead of the army, use it for society, for the civilians, and make this condition for this vision to happen. Because if we use those money, buy guns, you buy the guns, CJ, you know, a gun, instead to buy the gun, we should make a slogan. Instead to buy a gun, buy guns, you know, something like that. You know, the same amount of money you will use guns. A gun, you will use it for guns. So you know, I don't know if I'm clear, but you can. How many half unit you can open? Instead to have a missile, you open a plasma center. By now, you will have every city with so many plasma center. If we use those money for for this vision, and then once we have the plasma center, we can go even further with the technology up to a point where we can clean all the environment. We can more clean the environment. Understood from what Mr. Keshe said, give a rest to the planet, because the plasma technology can allow you to do not pollute any longer. So we will be able to give a rest to the planet for pollution and recover from the damage. We'll be able to have what we need at the point of need, so no need of work. But all these things Mr. Keshe said in the vision, so I'm not going to repeat them. So many reasons to be part of this project. So this Rick opened the World Peace Treaty that you can find in the website. And I invite you, if you didn't sign the peace treaty, to go into the website www.keshefoundation.org and print and sign the peace treaty. If you didn't do, I recommend you to do, because start with you, just with one action, simple action like that. So if each one of us has signed the peace treaty, their soul is committed to peace, and like a domino effect, other people will sign to it. So peace is very important. I'm trying to tell to my friend, I've people who I follow in Italy as different groups, because I try to unite as much as we can. And this guy, it's really believing in the liberty, and he does demonstration for freedom, no? But trying to make him understand, turn into peace project, you know, one peace project. So please come with any solution or any help, any support or any ideas. Everything is welcome. I don't know if anyone has got questions, or we can pass to the next slide. Actually, maybe we pass. Sorry, maybe it's best if we pass to the next slide and we have a question at the end. I think that is the best way. Thank you. Can you? Yeah. Dean, would you like to read this demo piece? Or I don't know if Azar is here.
Stefania, hi. Can you hear me? It's Dean speaking.
Yes.
Sorry, yeah, of course I'll read it. Sorry, I was busy typing away in the background there. So it's Dean here, representing the Universal Council support for the English-speaking language. So the Doma piece from Mr. Keshe. Please remember this Sunday and every Sunday from now on until we raise the soul of this planet to a peaceful planet. KF knowledge seekers worldwide would spread the GANS waters around the world at 12 PM CET time and or 18 PM CET time every Sunday at the same time as they choose which time to suit them. Thank you for participating in this greatest movement by the soul of the man to bring about the peace on this planet as a permanent feature of the life of this planet. So this is a call to all the knowledge seekers. Let's together create the peace dome all over the planet, as you can see on this wonderful graphic that we're viewing. And you can see the plasma. You can see a star formation, the one cup, one life. And within that star formation, it encompasses everything. It encompasses you as an entity, you as a human being, you as a soul, you as a bright, beautiful star, as a creation, as a humble person stood in front of all the other beautiful people that are present in each and every moment. It's just, when I look at this star formation in front of me and the knowledge behind it, the universal knowledge, it creates a field strength that with deep within inside myself that I know that we all share, we all have. And just by myself looking at this image, it makes me realize how deeply connected we all are, because I know my soul within inside my physicality knows this knowledge, has always known this knowledge, as each and every one of you does. And I know in these moments, in certain moments we've had, and there's certain news and informations that are being broadcast around the nations and across the planet. I think it's really important that we come to understand how, when we take our position outside of this small speck of dust and we look back within, we suddenly realize how futile and unrewarding and unnecessary some of the positions we take really are. Because as Mr. Keshe said many, many times, what are we fighting for? When you understand the true essence of the creation. We all come from creation and we all go back into the creation. It's a huge, big cycle. And we're all part of it. That's why we're all one, and we're all one plasma. And then within each cell of our body, we have many other plasmas. But they're all a soul, and they all are deeply connected back to the creation. And so when we spread these plasma waters, when we produce plasma water, and then we give that water back to creation, creation sees the beauty that we are doing and feeds back to us a field, feeds back to us many beautiful aspects and attributes that as a human being, as a soul, we need: a field strength, an energy transfer of the creation. It's all about energy transfer. That is the whole. We talk about unified fields and all sorts of things in science, but when you come back to strip it right back to the beauty of the knowledge, it's all about energy transfer. And so when you're giving very beautiful, positive energy and thoughts and intentions to another soul to give unconditionally, you receive back the energy transfer that you require for the needs that you have as a soul, as an entity. And the choice is yours. If you would like to create a balance and have a balanced field and receive beauty always, then give out that beauty. If you want to have conflict and other attributes within your creation, then those thoughts and intentions will reflect what you receive. That's your choice. I know as a soul how I feel I would like to be in a peaceful environment, shared amongst all the family. That image that I saw earlier on, when I saw the two gentlemen with their arms around each other, around their backs, showing the unity of mankind. For me, that is the most beautiful thing to see human beings being human beings in peace and tolerance and respecting one another's essence. We're all the same. We all come from the same creation. And as I said earlier, we all go back to it. So for me, it's just a wonderful thing to see human beings interacting in the correct manner, the correct ethos, and receiving the correct energy from each other and giving out that energy that then responds throughout the whole environment and resonates fields of beauty for each and every soul that's present, not only in a human being form, but in our vertical friends and the animals, insects, the whole of creation. And also, this is a Universal Council meeting. So we're also talking about other beings that don't always have a physical presence on this planet. So there's many instances, and these plasma waters feed the soul and feed your fields, and it's just, it touches you, as I've said before, it touches you deep inside, and it transforms you, it brings you peace within, and it all starts within yourself. Because if you have a conflict, one small thing within yourself, and another environment, another presence comes along, the interaction is usually the field transfer is then changed, because your energy flow is redirected because you have this issue. And then this issue gets magnified, the fields go on, goes to the next person, and then they have to receive that energy and then they pass on. So if we respect within inside ourselves the peace and unity and the beauty of plasma, then you'll tend to find that your environment and everybody you associate with and everybody you meet and all the fields that you walk through, you're walking through fields of magnetical gravitational fields constantly, magnetical fields that are all around you, and everything you see, touch, smell, breathe, every sense is a field, and also fields that you don't sense that are ever present and around us and within us constantly. So I would spread these plasma waters with the intention of giving unconditionally, and then receiving the energy back from the creation in thanks and in gratitude and joy for the beauty that you have within inside yourself as a creation, as a creator. And I'd like to thank you for being present, and thank you for listening. Thank you all.
Hello, my dear ones. Salam, namaste, salute. This is Shwetanva, UC Hindi language. This is an invitation for or you can say appeal of love, invitation of love, welcome of love to join the Universal Council membership and the Universal Council support membership. And I especially call for the new generation to come and join the Universal Council membership, as this is very necessary. I mean, this is beautiful if you join us and add with the energy, as humanity needs all the souls together this time, and take the responsibility. That is the key, and that is the service to all. And I will say, my dear ones, yes, I will say that whatever happens from yawns, truth has been hidden in plain sight in the name of archaeology, in the name of United Nations heritage, in the name of parliament houses all around the world, looking one but separated in our thought process. A man standing behind a huge architecture, beautiful out of comprehension, with a horse and a cart, and said, we build this with a chisel and a hammer. That is not digestible anymore. And the scientists have said, there is a black hole coming, like Stephen Hawking. The black hole coming, and it will eat up every existing souls, every that is in existence. So we know now what is the knowledge. We know the light. We know the emanating universal love that was always within us. So please, I mean, I'll say that the truth is always in front of us. They have hidden in plain sight as this, I will say, abnormality. This abnormality that came in structure, out of structure, because we accepted that they have been structured by extreme fools, cowards, and betrayers. And now it is breaking up, and we can see the normal, the true nature of humanity, of universal community, that we were both interacting many times, always. So this is how things are working now, this moment, as this is the moment of transition, and this is the moment to become from the worm to a cocoon to a butterfly. And this is the moment to join the universal community by understanding the level of knowledge, in the level of understanding of you, who you are, why we came here, what is services, what is here to serve, who is the serviceman. So, my dear beautiful souls, in this beauty and totality we are experiencing now is coming all over again. So see the buildings, the architectures that has been manipulated wrongly, potentially wrongly presented to us as museums, as parliamental house, as tombs. So don't be in this hypnosis, I will say. Don't be in this hypnosis. Come out of this hypnosis. Come out of this abnormality. So, my dear Rick, can you go to the application? The application form. There's a little bit noise. I apologize for that. There's an application coming to be filled by those who are coming forward to be the Universal Council members and Universal Council support members. And Rick, are you opening the application? So, dear ones, I will say again that whenever you talk about peace, feel about peace, it is always there. It was a long time ago. These abnormalities were created and accepted by us. So, my dear Rick, Can you open the application for, are you opening it? Hello?
Yes, I will now. I just had an internet dropout there, so
I understand.
issue. There we go.
Yes. So we are separated in our thoughts, in our physicality, in any level you can understand. Understand in the level of religion, understand in the level of society, understand in the level of nations. But we are one, will be always. So this is the Universal Council page. And this is the go through the page, my dear ones, my beautiful souls. Go to the page. You can see the Universal Charter and mandate here. And understand how in the universal field, the souls react with each other. How they manifest in beauty and totality. Because this is needed now. This is the logo of the Universal Council, my dear ones. You can see the radiating, emanating light of the Mitra, carrying the soul of essence of residue of humanity, which is, that is, always was with her, again to appear somewhere. So this is the time to say salam, namaste, salute to Mother Earth, to all the inhabitants, to all the existing souls. And the friend is here. You can say anything. You can share anything. You can share your heartfelt thing, heartfelt thoughts to her. And the application is coming, my dear ones. See the violet colors mixing with the pink. The violet color, the violet flame to pure, to clear those energies we don't need, and to transmute, not to create mayhem with others in others' life, so that they can live, survive, live to see the beauty and totality. This is the form with the violet color, my dear. You can fill this with your soul pen, as we are always filling this always. And you can also do it with your physical pen. So this is the beauty you can create and be an energy of the universal community, be a teacher, be a knowledge seeker, be a worldly energy, benefiting, beneficial to all that is. So my dear ones, fill this form, and the moments of beauty and totality which we have experienced many, many ancient times are now here. Experience it, my dear ones, and share it if in the understanding level of understanding somebody wants to receive and understand. So this is very important that one, if the enhancement units are also coming, a person have to be in the level of understanding, at least know how, what it is, why it is here, and what is the interaction in between. So this is the way a person has to come and to interact with this enhancement unit in peace. This is the technology. You have to be in peace, standing or going in within it. So thank you. There's a, my dear Rick, there's a next slide of link. Yes, this is the link. There's a links to the documents, my dear beautiful souls, to the UC Charter, Universal Council Charter. Please go through the charter. This is very necessary if you are joining, even if you are not joining the Universal Council membership. You are universal soul to all of us. To the universal creator, we are all equal. To the UC mandate, which is mandatory, please read through this. This has been written as a universal architecture of the universal love of the universal creator. The Earth Council Constitution, which is very necessary this time, to know if you don't know, because so much abnormalities are there. This is so normal. The Earth Constitution you must read, all souls must read, and so that we can understand what is in need now better and in the best way. And the final and the foremost is the road peace map. As we are walking through it, as we can say, towards the light, from within the light. And this is very necessary to be in peace, to sign the peace treaty on behalf of your community, or an individual take the responsibility of humanity, this time for the transition in beauty and totality. So ultimately, peace is the only way for humanity to get through all this mayhem. Thank you, my dear one. Thank you so much for being here in this beauty and totality. And if there are any question or interaction or anything you want to share, even an advice is good, is beautiful. So thank you, salam, namaste, salute. You are welcome, my dear ones.
Thank you, Sweta. I advise our attendees here in the Zoom chat, they can raise their virtual hands if you have a question or a comment. Okay, we have an attendee with a hand up here. Go ahead, Salamia.
Can you hear me?
Yes, clearly.
Yes? Okay. Lovely to hear from you, Rick, and all our beloved friends from Universal Council. As usual, your message was touching the hearts of the people which are around me and my soul. And thank you, because you just want to make peace in Middle Orient. This is very, very, very important. If we will make there peace, we will have peace in all the world. This is my my feeling. Not only feeling, but is also rational from my mind and from my soul. The roadmap for peace of Mr. Keshe is very, very generous. And I hope from the bottom of my heart that all of you can participate, and together with us, all knowledge seeker, to materialize this vision of peace of Mr. Keshe, and vision for the future. Vision with our help, I think that is not enough. We have this noble mission to create peace on this earth. And it is possible. We have to be confident, and with the help with scientists of this planet, spiritual leader and political leader, with the help of our television, we can achieve this. I am very, very confident on it. I would like to serve you and TV channel with this aim to make peace on this earth. And if I can do something for you, you can contact me, and when I am doing something, I will inform you with the people in contact. I have contact only with few people. I don't have direct contact with all of you, and I apologize if I am not able to contact all of you, but you are free to contact me and we can work together. I would like to serve the planet with this project and vision for peace. This is my goal in my life. And I'm so happy because I'm not alone. I am with you, and I am also with my community. We are striving to work daily for achieving this goal, peace. If we will have peace, we will have everything on this earth. Plasma is a peaceful science, is a science for peace, and is our duty to teach the people the science of the soul and give freely from our soul in exchange for peace, to sign the treaty of peace. Thank you very much. I love you, all of you, and I send you from the bottom of my heart, I send you wave of unity, wave of peace, and of intelligent love. Let's be connected now at the level of unified field and put the wish to make peace in the Middle Orient as soon as possible, together as one. God bless you, all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Salomea. Sometimes called the Middle East rather than the Middle Orient.
You are right, my dear Rick. Yes, the Middle East. Indeed. Thank you.
That does seem like a worthy a goal and a very important goal. If we can achieve peace in the Middle East, then perhaps that will reflect through the rest of the world as a wave.
Yeah,
Okay,
all this big conflict in a big scale, micro and macro are the same. So if the macro, there is conflict, in the micro also there is conflict. I see sometimes in even between people, even with a good intention, they creating different ideas and projects, and then it's a challenge to get on with people. They have other projects, other ideas, always with the same vision of peace. So the important thing is to have the same vision, and then somehow, like a magic, we're gonna sort it out. All these no understanding or diversity that each one of us has. So we really need to be kind with each other and do like these people in Israel, where they all show they are all together like a family. We're all together like a family. Yes, so my suggestion is to really find peace, like Mr. Keshe said, inside us, between people around us, and do our best to keep going. And things will be sorted out like a magic. Thank you. I want to say what it is.
It's good, Stephanie, that you said like this. Some value from other people are not peace, are just interest and material and money, and this is a problem. but they don't understand that if we have peace, we will have everything what we need on this earth. And from this reason, we have conflicting value. I think so. Thank you.
Thank you, Salome. Thank you, Stefana. I just want to add that my point of view is you like very similar to Stefana. You can we need to look. I need to look for my intention and my eternal inside peace, and not to be worried and bothered about other people that they are not in peace. I can give to them freely, and that's it. But when I found the peace in myself, and everybody that is looking for peace will find it, I think this is what we need to do.
Yes, thank you. You are right. It's correct. I feel the same.
Okay, is there any other comments or questions? Just trying to see on the YouTube. The only last comment is money is a huge problem in this world. And Mary Beth says, money is the root of all evil. I once heard a teacher tell me that money is not the root of all evil, but the love of money is the root of all evil. So is there any comments from anyone from the Universal Council, perhaps?
Yes, plasma, as we said, is the strongest field. It's the fields of the universe. It's the fields of unconditional love. So if we, and like Mr. Keshe said, last public workshop, it's our choice or our responsibility to decide which force we connect to. So if we connect to the force of the creator, of the universe, of the universe, or the plasma, it's unconditional love. No, so Mr. Keshe, from my understanding, he said many times, if you take off the word love, is a force, and is the strongest force that the universe has. So we have to just kind of go in the habit to connect to that force in daily basis in everything we do, small or big, just to remind ourselves to connect to this force. And then all the other worries and problems will not be more worried or problems anymore. Mr. Keshe has been clear, there is not war in the universe. So it's up to us, as much as you can, to connect to the first of the universe, where there is no war, where there is peace already. And we all, by connected, we create that fields around us. So there are no problems, there are no wars, there are no injustice, there is no evil. Like Mr. Keshe told us last time, is all human-made. They make these fears, division, this war to keep us from flourish, no, to the full potential. So we have to just keep going. That's why one city, one center is important. Is one city, one center is that. It's that connection to that fields. Because the moment you have something to do with this project, you have something to do with the conditional love. It brings you to think about this. So money are not bad. Money are not bad because nothing is bad. It's how we use that makes bad or good. It's not the things itself. So if all the people, as I said before, instead to buy army today, or instead to invest it for something for petrol, or we have to be self-responsible where we invest our money to, where we give our money to. So if we give our money for a cause like the one planet, one city, one nation, sorry, one city, we invest on unconditional love. So that money will be very useful to open other centers. So there will be really, really good. So the money are not bad. So the plasma has got this power to turn bad into good, to turn weaknesses into strength. Learning the plasma, it gives you the freedom to be dynamics and creative. So it's just going into the habit of bringing this way of thinking into our mind. So everything like a ripple effect will become that way. So it's really all in our hands. We're just reminding what we can do, and then the problem is not a problem anymore. So just this, I want to say.
Thank you, Safina. It makes sense if money is basically to affect the transfer of energy. You're using money to represent a transfer of energy. Well, if we can access that energy directly by going to the source, then the money is not as necessary. I think we use money to buy food, to have a
It become a stepping stone.
Yeah.
It becomes
right.
a stepping stone, and then once the plasma, when we learn about the plasma, we will know that we don't need money, and then money will not be there.
Well, my point is that many people are already doing that, in the sense that instead of working to get money to buy food, for example, so that we get our energy, some people are getting the energy directly through using the GANS water or some of the other techniques and so on, and learning to live maybe without that food, so they don't need that money to access the energy. They're accessing the energy directly. And in that way, there's less need for the money. And if you were able to create a protective dome over yourself, then wherever you go, you are protected and you have your own environment already with you, basically. So there would be less need of money. And then, of course, the other big one is transportation. That's where a lot of people put their money into. Well, that's, again, that can be resolved once the plasma technology really takes hold and we start to create fast transportation systems at very, very cheap cost. Then that's another, perhaps transportation will become a essential thing for all humans, and it'll be just part of our everyday thing, and it's all paid for through our services that we all get. Essentially a free transportation becomes a human right, same as food and fresh water and fresh air.
Yeah, exactly. Already by applying plasma technology, you half your cost of living, or maybe nearly to zero. So then you don't need the money. Yes. But also that's why one city, one center is good, because you need places where you can teach this, where you can have more groups, more teacher, more doctors, more because that definitely I see that cannot be achieved without the people. So we need to have all the people working together.
And that's an area too where people spend a lot of money, is in the in the medical industry for pharmaceuticals and for treatments and so on and so forth. If we can find more economical ways that are effective through the plasma technology, then that'll make a huge difference to take the load off of people as well. Maybe people will just start giving away money because they won't need it anymore.
Or with the material machine, we're gonna make some, like the bank.
Yeah. How much gold would you like today? Let's just say. Okay, we're wrapping up sort of into the 2-hour mark here. Are there any other questions or comments?
Rick, hi,
Hi,
it's Dean here.
everybody.
Can I just quickly say that I think what we've just been speaking about when it comes to money, through the technology, and Mr. Keshe has always said to us that when you have energy, shelter, food, which is energy again, but when you have all this supplied, everything changes. You no longer have to find a reason or a way to find the energy packs that you require. So once it's supplied to you, once you have the energy there as a resource at the point of need, then there's nothing to fight for. There's nothing to go reaching for. It's provided at the point of need. And once that becomes available for all, then many of the conflicts will disappear, because there will be no need to work so hard for the energy, for the field transfer that you require. It will be a much more harmonious exchange of energy, where you won't need to travel huge distances or travel to another location or go to another position to gather up enough money to sustain yourself. This will change everything as a species, as a race, and within yourself, which is the most important aspect. That when you are complete and nourished and fulfilled as a soul, you start to react and respond in a different way. We all know when we're very happy and content, we emanate those fields out, and they contribute to the fields all around us in the most beautiful, positive way. When you are constantly searching for the next energy pack, the next meal, the next roof to cover your head from the rain, or whatever it is that you require as a human being to sustain yourself, once that is fulfilled, your position changes. One thing I would like to say is that everybody's need is different, and some people on their journey have a requirement for a certain environmental condition. And sometimes we have to understand some things are not right and some things are not wrong. We just all have to come to learn to be in balance and just give the right field conditions, the right energy transfer that is beneficial for all, not just for a few. And when we achieve this, when I say when we achieve, we have achieved this. It's already because Mr. Keshe has felt this. He brought this knowledge forward, brought universal knowledge to humanity and to all the beings present. And because this knowledge is here and it's a very big magnet, Mr. Keshe has moved all the other magnets. All the other magnetical fields have had to shift because of the presence of the intention of someone who's come forward with universal knowledge. And so the process has started. We are all part of it. We're all going to have the most wonderful exchanges of energy and new conditions, and it's going to be a very joyous time. It is a joyous time. It's the only reason it's not there is the filters and the conditions that we have within inside ourselves. And as I said, once we fulfill food, shelter, and energy, and others, we will become more compact and more at peace with ourselves. And then this will, the plasma then spreads once more. And I think in these moments, many of us already feel it. We already know this to be so, and we are present with it. It's just a few emotional conditions that we need to sort out within ourselves. Then we do become peaceful. And as I said, then you don't go searching for the energy. The energy is freely available. It's all around you. It's just we have disconnected from it. And now we're, through this knowledge, learning to reconnect. Thank you. Thank you, Rick.
Yeah, thank you, Dean.
Everybody.
Yeah, go ahead, Mehran.
What I wanted to say is it's not the money which is bad, or because we need the basics, as everybody says here. Otherwise, we can do bad things to have it. But it's the greed which is bad. Mostly people who kill others, they have enough money, much, much more than their lives and their families, but they still want more. I think it's a kind of illness, a psychological illness. It's not normal. And also, what Fanny says is about the responsibility. To be responsible, the person has to have knowledge first. When the people don't have knowledge, how could they understand what they are doing? The word soul, my soul, I am a soul, this has completely gone, mostly. Very, very rare people have searched for who am I? So that's the missing part of the actual culture. Even the religions, they have come and said, don't kill, don't steal, don't adultery, whatever. People are still doing it. And then they go at home night and they do their prayings. I mean, what's missing in here? The thing is, the soul has had no definition and no studies on that. And what Mr. Keshe brings is not just the energy. I really am not very much interested in energy, honestly. But also, he's telling us, which has been behind a curtain. Because I know the people who are rich in some Muslim, for example, in Iran, and they have to have at the end of the year, from what is left, a part of it, maybe 1/40 or whatever, giving for the poor. There's a lot of charities, people to people, that they can have things, a lot.
I think we lost Mehran, actually. She seemed to have dropped out in mid-sentence. Okay, well, let's carry on. Don't see, oh, there she is. Mehran, you dropped out, and I don't see your microphone. There it is now.
Front in the on the planet, a lot of injustice, a lot of innocent people killed, or really, I mean, I don't watch the news. So these are making the planet angry. Then, of course, there is a reaction somewhere, not only from up, The others were over there upside, but in the inside, there is going to be a revolt. Nothing wrong can go long time. All these would crash. So the only thing we can stop this, educate people. You are a soul. You pay whatever you do. So do good and you take good. The Buddhists were saying that nobody really, some people don't listen. So the thing is to know about the soul. Yeah. That's what caught me into this mostly because we need that.
Hello, Mehran. Can I say something?
Yeah, I listen.
I want to say that. I just want to clarify one thing. As you have said, some rich people in Iran are giving some of their leftover money to the poor. So this is also very bad, you know. The rich, you call them rich, and the poor, they remain like that. And it is going on and on. Even the charitables, there are thousands and thousands of charitable association, institute and agents are there. So this has to be equal. If some has two bread, the other has to be two bread. So this is not about rich and poor anymore. This is about oneness. We are one at the same condition. So I don't think the rich and the poor thing, or the king and the queen thing, or the leaders and the politician thing will exist anymore. So this is my thought I want to share. Thank you.
Okay, my thoughts is that we should probably wrap things up here and not get into too much of a debate about the ins and outs of money and so on here. Because we're running a bit over. We're trying to keep it to 2 hours, and now we're at 2 hours and 20 minutes. But is there any other comments or questions about this? The angel says, I'll create a forest with the GANs. That will be and is fun to do. Okay, perhaps we should wrap things up here. Is there any other announcements or comments? Do we have another? Is there a TV Galactica and other things coming up here that we should announce? Well, we do have the Keshe Plasma Reactor group coming up well this evening in my time, which is Tuesday at 10 p.m. Pacific, but it's Wednesday starting at 7 a.m. Central European time. And people are welcome to share their plasma technology replications and ideas and questions. And if you're a beginner, you're welcome, or if you're an expert, you're also welcome. And we have a variety of knowledge seekers there that can contribute as well. So people are welcome to attend that. It's at the regular Zoom channel for the public teachings, and also in live stream, not in YouTube. Okay, and of course we have the Knowledge Seekers Workshop coming up Thursday at 9 a.m. Central European time, as usual. And people are welcome to attend that to find out the latest from Mr. Keshe as to what's happening in the world of plasma technology. Okay, thank you everyone for attending the 170th One Planet, One Nation, One Race for World Peace on Tuesday, May 18th, 2021. We'll see you next time around. Bye for now.